make a promise, it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing.
Not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, Coates. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Coat. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now Willis on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He's got the first down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now Willis on third down. Complete. It's Henry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll run on first down. Coates, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Willis.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got a more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Third down, it's Willis.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give him some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, trying barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The second, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, it's Willis. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2nd and 2. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. He'll get it inside the 20. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First Steeler touchdown. That brings us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Oh,
they'll set up a throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Back to throw again. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
18 Cardinals.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't touchdown.
Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run here with Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 65 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over guys. He continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Willis now off play action. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10, Willis.
And this one caught by Coates.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Coates trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Coates. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A terrible towel is in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and...
Touchdown, Dolphins! Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 4. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score.
as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps in. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Willis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Willis. Brought in by Coates. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On first down, Coates. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. In motion, Hill.
Seven Pirates. 19.
Willis to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Sanders' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to let it fly. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with a